Now, welcome back. ANC delegates in the Eastern Cape have very mixed emotions about the party's elected leadership. This after their chairperson, Oscar Mabuyane, lost out on the position of deputy president to Paul Mashatile. But they were, of course, elated when two of their other choices, Cyril Ramaphosa and National Chair Gwede Mantashe, were re-elected. Around 500 delegates gathered in the East London ICC, where they say service delivery is top of their agenda. eNCA's Ronald Masinda there for us. Hello to you, Ronald. So Mabuyane is saying there's no hard feelings in missing out essentially on the deputy presidency, and it's all down to work right now. But let's be honest, as you and I know, 2024 is not far away. There's a lot of work to get done.
Yes, indeed, Gareth. Well, Oscar Mabuyane is saying earlier that now is not the time for him to be mulling over what could have been the prospect of him becoming deputy president of the ANC. Now is the time to support those elected in the top 7 of the ruling party, and also to support all those who are leaders within the ruling party. He says that the top priority is now to serve the best interests of all South Africans, and that given the importance of 2023, it is time for the ANC to try and rekindle the once massive support it had enjoyed. As you rightly mentioned, 2024 is the year of the national elections, where the ANC will use 2023 to drum up much needed support. He also hinted at possible changes within the Provincial Executive Committee here in the Eastern Cape, with a number of ANC members in the province also becoming NEC members. This is what he had to say further when we spoke to him.
We are here now. The conference has come and gone. The lobby groups were all demobilized in the conference. There's an organization that is being led by the collective leadership elected. I'm part of that collective as an ex-officio. I'm still leading this province. I'm here now, convening this part of the conference here from our province as directed by National. So everything went well. We are content. We have welcomed the leadership. We're embracing the leadership. Things are normal. That's what should be understood by everyone. So if you go to a conference contest, you are likely to succeed or not to succeed. So the province supported us quite overwhelmingly from where we are standing. As you can see, that things are normal. The province was seated here early enough, strong. The way we were in a conference, we remain like that. Yes, there would have been some few elements here and there, so they're really insignificant from where I'm standing. We are uniting the province. We don't even want those few elements outside. Everyone must be within the organization. We must confront and deal with factions. That's what we are basically doing. So if you see, this is actually unprecedented. You connect ANC National like this, that tells you that we are really adapting to times. The fourth industrial revolution is inevitable. ANC as a governing party must really modernize. So we are doing very well. So we're quite happy with all. So the organization continues, the life continues, and we are really supporting the national leadership. We're quite happy with the outcomes. There are no reservations at all.
So, Ronald, I suppose one of the big questions whenever it comes out of the Eastern Cape has got to be the view and the opinion and the thoughts around one name, that being Andile Lungisa as well. So give us a sense then of what the Eastern Cape is saying about Andile.
Yes, so of course he was suspended by the ANC in the Eastern Cape for his part in striking a councillor at the Nelson Mandela Bay municipality with a jug. That led to his conviction in 2018 of 3 years, where he served only 2 months of that conviction and was asked to resign following that incident. But since he defied or allegedly defied those orders, he was then suspended. But Lungisa says that this is all part of the game of politics. He is a child of the ANC, having served in the ANC at a very young age. Even his family members were also members of the ANC, and this should illustrate his nomination of serving at the NEC, that he is devoted to the cause of the ruling party. We spoke to him as well earlier. We also understand that Oscar Mabuyane also had a meeting with him earlier this morning, but this is what Lungisa had to say.
No. I think all of us in the movement do agree. Let's unify and build a solid organization. If you remember, ourselves with Comrade Oscar were together in the Youth League. When I was the Deputy President, Comrade Oscar was the Deputy Chairperson of the Youth League in the Eastern Cape. Why same generation, which we've got the responsibility of building a strong ANC in the country, also in the Eastern Cape. We will also remember historically we had Abu Nombe, we had Abu Walter Khobusane, we had Abu Talata, number of people who came, Abu Reverend Mkobuli, Abu AK Soka, the son of Theo Soka, was the first theologian in this country. We came from this part of what was called the Cape province, who contributed in building the ANC. We must continue as younger comrades and building a strong ANC ourselves with our comrade Oscar. We've got that responsibility in our comrade in the Eastern Cape, because we're same generation. I think we are moving in unison. We agree on those aspects, but on other issues, there's a leadership which is elected, the Secretary General in the form of Comrade Fikile Mbalula, who's the former President of the Youth League, former SG of the Youth League, who's the current SG of the Youth League. We remember our vision as a generation, it has been a consistent vision. We remember in 2012 in Mangaung, we came with the name of Comrade Fikile Mbalula. We are happy today where we can be able to say is the SG of the ANC. We will communicate the decisions of the ANC. It's not my space.
So, Ronald, as I say goodbye to you, perhaps let's just try and explain to viewers the importance of Andile Lungisa in a case like this, because, of course, suspended ANC member. Why is he so relevant in the last few seconds I have with you in the ANC in the Eastern Cape?
Is quite big here in the Eastern Cape. He is someone who speaks the right language. In earlier interview, he spoke about creating economic freedom for young people. He mentioned the issues plaguing young people of the Eastern Cape, the issue of unemployment, and how people need to be empowered at a young age by government and leaders to sort of create business opportunities and job opportunities. And this resonates well with very young people of the Eastern Cape, where there's huge rates of unemployment. Even the region where he comes from, Nelson Mandela Bay, it's plagued by unemployment. And this is the kind of language that people want to hear. He's one of the younger leaders within this party here in the Eastern Cape, and he represents quite a young generation, and it seems like his support does emanate from that.
Yeah, it's going to be important as well as we get to 2024. What does the youth vote look like for the ANC in those national elections? I know we keep talking about 2024, but it's not all that far away till we head into the next national elections. My thanks to eNCA reporter Ronald Masinda.